Test. 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 1, 2, 3. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Temple Beth Shalom. Welcome to this Shabbat evening, this beautiful evening here. We're going to begin with a little music, a little singing. So let's sing a nigun, a melody without words.
Hi dai 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 dai
Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and welcome to Temple. We have a lot going on this evening. We have a baby naming. We have Shabbat. It's a beautiful thing. We want to welcome the second and third grade families to Temple. Want to welcome Mark Baranek and his friends and family that have come from out of town. I want to welcome back home Rabbi Glickstein and Joni for this weekend, and want to welcome all of you that are new to the synagogue that have never been here before, and want to welcome everyone else that has been here. I want to welcome you home. So let's stand up. Let's greet each other as we sing a nigun. Please be seated. We are a joyous group, aren't we? I'll ask you to turn in your prayer books to page 2. I'm going to invite up now Allison Greenfield, Lori Spodak, and Lorraine Steen, and their families to come on up here and help lead us in, sure, bring them on all up, and to help lead us in Candles and Kiddush, page 2.
What page?
Page 2?
Page 2.
Do me a favor and just first do this. You're going to light this, and then you're going to light.
We're good there.
Why don't you light one candle and I'll let you do the next one. You light one.
Seriously?
First, and then I'm going to tell you page 2. Is this one or 3? Yeah, 3. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us.
As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
And we continue now, page 4, in preparation for Kiddush.
So, dads, you're going to do, why don't you do, and there was, can you give him this? And there was evening, page, this page, I can't see it. Oh, here. You're gonna read, and there was evening, and then this English thing right here.
Oh,
You
we
don't have
got
your glasses,
Perry, you do.
okay?
What?
And there was evening.
And there was evening, and there was morning, the 6th day. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the 7th day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the 7th day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the 7th day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lemahaseh v'reshit ki hu
techilo lemikra kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Take a sip and share with
L'chaim.
everybody. L'chaim. Thank you so much.
And as they're enjoying some of that extra sweet fruit of the vine, I'm going to ask all of us to turn to page 13 in preparation for this beautiful Psalm 96, Shiru Ladonai. Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. Sing to Adonai. Bless God's name. Proclaim God's victory day after day.
Shiru Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai, Kol Ha. Let's try that together. Shiru Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai, Kol Ha. Third line. Shiru Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru Miyom Liyom Lishuato, Sapru Vagoyim Kevodo, Bechol Hamim Nifleotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, Umchlam Me'od, Norahu, Al Kol Elohim, Yai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai, Yai 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 Lai Lai, La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz.
We continue welcoming Shabbat with Lechado D, page 20, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And on the last verse, we'll all rise and metaphorically, symbolically greet the Shabbat bride by facing the door.
Lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekavela. Lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor v'ribor echad, Hishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'litchila. Lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekavela. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. Verse 5 התעוררי כי בעורף ומאורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה.
Please be seated. Now we're going to invite up all of our second and third graders to come on up here to the bima. All the second and third graders, this is your moment. Come on up. Come on up. So the rabbis tell us, we're taught that to prepare ourselves for prayer, the rabbis say that we're supposed to pray that we might be able to pray properly. Our second and third graders have been preparing to pray properly for quite a while already, just about since they were born, and they're still preparing at this very moment to pray properly. And we'll ask you to all please rise, turn to page 28 in the prayer book for the call to worship, the Baruch Hu, as we join our second and third graders in this call to worship, the Baruch Hu. Turn to pages 34 and 35 as we meditate on the words of Shema, and with one voice we proclaim the oneness of God. Please be seated. Thank you.
Oh, actually, no, we're gonna keep them up. We're gonna keep them up.
We're gonna keep them
We're gonna
up.
keep them up. We're gonna keep
You
them
guys
up.
are going to stay up there.
Yep. So,
And
yes, because I think you could sing this with me. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your mind. Let's all sing. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, when you lie down, and when you rise. Bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be a symbol, that they may be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorpost, write them on the door of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when
As they're sitting down, I'm going to ask all of us to turn to page 40 in our prayer books and sing together, pray together the words of Micha Mocha, this prayer that our ancestors sang after they crossed through the difficult transition of the Red Sea. Continue page 42. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamideinu shomreinu l'chaim. Let's try Hashkivenu once more. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamideinu shomreinu l'chaim for life Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamideinu shomreinu l'chaim
We continue now with Hatafillah, the central part of the prayer service. It begins on page 46 and then continues on the even number pages. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
Adonai Sifatai Tivta Ufi Agid Tehilatecha Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya ata Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Velohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Velohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanorah El Elyon Go Melech Hasadim Tovim V'koneh HaKol V'zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor leolam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atah Rav lahoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagah Hashem, Mechalkel l'chaim bechesed. Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofeh koholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha baal gevurot, umidom elach. Melech memid u'mechaye u'matzmiach Yeshua v'nemanat ha'chayot ha'kol Baruch atah Adonai v'chaye ha'kol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yalalu chasela Baruch atah Adonai ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue the prayers found between pages 52 and 62, or the prayers of your own hearts. Please be seated as you wish. You remain standing if you wish as well. We pray silently.
We continue on page 363, and in honor of this special evening where we celebrate our children, our students, and their teachers, we sing Kaddish Rabbanan, also in honor of Moshe Rabbeinu, our teacher Moses, who is continuing to reveal the laws of Torah these next few weeks in our Torah portions. Kaddish Rabbanan. For our teachers and their students and the students of the students, we ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say Amen. And for those who study Torah here and everywhere, may they be blessed with all they need, and let us say Amen. We ask for peace and loving kindness and
midst of our Shabbat joy, some of us have heavy hearts because we're thinking about those who are in need of healing, whether it's physical healing, spiritual healing, or maybe you yourself are in need of a prayer. And so for those in our congregation tonight who'd like to share a name with us for a person who you love who needs healing, please rise and share that name with us. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Bobby? Thank you. Ron? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And Joshua Davis. Thank you. Richie, nice to see you. Thank you. Did I miss anybody? We've also been asked to pray on behalf of the following people: Gail Ossip, George Lublin, Moshe Ben Cyril, Bela Uruvain, Lenny Hecht, Bill Meadow, David Siegel, Judith Ryder Cornelissen, Muriel Dubrow, Marilyn Sheffman, Randy Aronson, Roberta Ty, Vicki Engman, Sherry Werbin, Sarah Bat David, Chavaleah Bat Hadassah, Bill Jean Smith, Rahel Bat Miriam Mordechai, Avram Ben Chana Muel, Doris Oleski, Carol Spar, Evie Cap Martin, Earl Broidy, Claire Block, Joanna Leese, Fred Friedman, Ravi Patel, Vanessa Bat Masha Leah Yehoshua, Joni Glickstein, Joseph Lair, Joshua Davis, and Charlie West. And we continue to pray on behalf of Israeli soldiers, American soldiers who are missing in action or being held captive. We take all of them into our hearts with our own, and we pray for healing on page 253 with the words of Misha Barak.
Misha Barak Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Barak Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. It is a joy to call up the newest member of our congregation with her parents, Mazal Golan. Please bring up your mom and dad, Sarah and Adam, so that you can receive your name and a blessing. So as they're coming up, I'm just going to share this story from our tradition. Last week,
we celebrated the giving of the Ten Commandments. And this week in our Torah portion, the story continues with the giving of more Torah. And there is a story from our tradition that when God was ready to give the Torah to the Israelites, God asked them, "Who will be my guarantors?" And the Israelites thought about it, and they said, "Oh, our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah." God said no. So they thought about it some more, and they said, "Oh, the prophets will be our guarantors, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel." God said no. And finally, with a flash of insight and inspiration, the Israelites said, "Our children will be our guarantors." That's you, Mazal. You are a guarantor of our tradition, and this is an affirmation of your parents' faith and love for God and the Jewish people. And so we are going to bless you with your name. You couldn't be cuter. You have to turn around so they can all see her. So our tradition says that every baby brings her own blessing into this world. And this is a big blessing for Adam and Sarah. And it is my great honor to give you your name, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our mothers and fathers, ve'Elohei benotenu, God of our children. Kayem et al yada hazot le'aviha ule'ima. Yikara shema b'Yisrael. Sustain this child through her parents' loving care, and let her name be known in Israel as Mazal Golan. Mazal Golan in Hebrew and in English. So, Mazal, I'm going to say just a word about your name, and then I know your father wants to speak. So, your name, oh, there, you like it. Your name means luck. And the luckiest people are people who know how lucky they are. And that's your mom and dad, who know what a blessing you are. And your name for your great-grandfather, Marvin. Oh, I know it's exhausting. And your middle name, Golan, your dad's going to talk about, but it is actually the very first time I have the pleasure of giving somebody that name. And it speaks of this beautiful land in the north of Israel, near Syria and Lebanon. It is on a high peak. And I know you bring your parents to those peaks of joy. So, Adam, I'm going to ask you to say some words. Do you want to stand here?
I'll give that a shot. Let's see how I do. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
So to understand the meaning behind her name, you first have to know a little bit about our story.
I have no tissues here.
I got a paper towel in my pocket. Sarah came here from Panama to convert and return home, knowing that when she had children, they would be Jewish. We met at the tribe's 2013 Yom Ha'atzmaut celebration. And on our first date, she told me she didn't have time to waste. And needed to know my position on marriage, religion, and children right away. With no pause or hesitation, I responded, "Yes, Jewish many." After a few years, a marriage, and a wedding officiated by Rabbi Glickstein, we were ready to make a family. And boy, did we try. I even have a patient file at the gynecologist's office. My maternal grandpa's name was Marvin. He was the only grandpa I knew, and he knew me. He didn't have the chance to meet Sarah, but we agreed we'd name our firstborn after him. 2.5 years later, God blessed us with the opportunity to bring a child to life. Am Yisrael Chai.
In 1948, Israel's borders did not extend into the Golan. Israel was whole and holy, and her homeland without the breathtaking waterfalls and inviolable mountaintops. In 1967, Israel had enemies on all sides. All the odds were against her. And yet, and still there was hope and faith. Not only did we survive, we conquered new territory with strategic value to make our presence and livelihood sustainable, the Golan. She is our Golan. Kol od baleva penima nefesh Yehudi homiya, od lo avda tikvatenu. As long as in the heart within the Jewish soul yearns, our hope is not yet lost. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom.
You are our new poster family. I just want you to know. Met at the tribe, converted here, had the baby. There's one other thing that Adam shared with me about the name Golan that you didn't share with the congregation, so I'm going to, which is Adam spoke about how the Golan is additional territory, and that this baby is now their additional territory. And I really love that. So we're going to all have the opportunity to bless her, and I'm going to ask you to repeat these words after me. Keshem, Shenik Nasa, Labrit, Cain, Tikanes, La Torah, La Chuppah, Uma'asim Tovim. And what we have just prayed for you, Mazal Golan, is that just as today you've entered into the covenant with God and the Jewish people, so may you one day, like your parents, study Torah. We want to see you running through our halls at Temple Beth Shalom, here at our TBSIS Foundation School. We want to see you studying Torah like those second graders and third graders who were on our Bima tonight. We've also prayed that one day, no rush, we're not rushing, but like your parents, you should find your Beshert. You should find the one who makes you whole and brings you companionship. And the hidden blessing there is that all of you who love Mazal, who are here, will be there on that day. And finally, Mazal, we pray that your hands be filled with ma'asim tovim, with acts of loving kindness. And I have no doubt with the parents that you have, Adam and Sarah, that you are going to be raised with an open hand and an open heart, serving the community just as they do. And now I get to hold her. Yeah. Okay, Mazal. And I'm going to ask all of my colleagues, all of the clergy who are here, to please come up. Let's move up so everybody can see her. So Rabbi Glickstein, who blessed you under the book, come on up. Can all bless her? Come on, put your hands on her. Adam? In the Hebrew, we'll do it together.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Ken Yiratzon. May God bless you and keep you, Mazal Golan.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yikuneka.
Ken Yiratzon. May the light of God's face shine on you and shine through you and be gracious to you.
Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Ken Yiratzon. May God's presence grant you a lifetime of joy, of health, of love, and of peace. And may give your parents some peace too. And may you be among those who bring wholeness and peace to our world. And let us all say, Amen.
Simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu. Simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu.
we are going to turn to page 229, and with our hearts full, 282, rise for the Aleinu. And wait, I'm going to call up, who am I going to call up to open the ark? Kids, come on up to open the ark. Please rise. And Mr. Baranek.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tet gedula l'yotzer reshit, shelo asanu kigoyeh ha'aratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo samach elkeinu kahem, v'gohor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim u'meshachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. We take a few moments now to remember all those who came before us, those who may have died in years past at this season, those who may have died in recent days. As a congregation, we remember the more than 6 million men, women, and children that were murdered in the Shoah and the Holocaust. Remember all those who died making sure our homeland Israel exists for us and for Jews everywhere. Remember all those who perished in the name of liberty, freedom, justice, and righteousness. And remember all the innocent victims of hatred, ignorance, terrorism, and natural disasters. On this Shabbat, we remember friends and family whose yortzites are being observed and whose names have lovingly been inscribed on plaques, which are in our alcove of remembrance. We remember Lenore Amster, Rebecca Ash, Herbert Blumberg, Rose Carroll, Charlotte Cohen Chester, Aaron Cohen, Janice Stone Farber, Jenny Fisher, Isaac Foreman, Jenny G. Goldberg, Sylvia Goldfisher, Mayo Lesky Golan, Merle Mickey Granoff, Isidore C. Greenberg, Esther L. Hecht, Abraham Hepps, Ruth Hepps, Adolph Kahn, Joshua Kogan, Lillian H. Cohn, Maurice Cronish, Alexander Cushman, Rita Levy, Sanford Levine, Robert B. Levy, Norman Miles Mildwolf, Aaron Newman, Helene Owen, Evelyn Parness, Bill Radin, Manuel Riskin, Florence Rogers, Esther Selwich Shapiro, Ina Lee Shinkman, Irving M. Slonim, Jack Wagner, Philip Winkleman, Dorothy Zell, and Shoel Zinneman. And we remember as well friends and family whose yortzites are being observed on this Shabbat. We remember Edna DeVore, Emil Feldman, Alan Greenfield, Esther Klein, Lola Joan Kramer, Solomon Lanster, Lee Lerner, Morris Liederman, Mordechai Luzhiner, Adela Meisner, Arthur Nemzer, Lee Pathman, Jack Pecor, Ida Livingston Pemstein, Paula Rabinowitz, Marshall Ruff, Helen Wagner, Marjorie Warren, Edna Weil, Eve Weinroth, Bernard Max Weiss, Bluma Weissman, and Alex Yar. And we remember friends and family who've died in recent days, and their families remain in this 30-day period, the Shloshim period of mourning. We remember Jean Westcoat, Bernice Sir, Wendy Barron, Jose M. Ruiz, Jeffrey Allen Jones, Joan Semsker, Margaret Hartman, David Koenig, Ruth Morheim, Joel Presser, Linda Lee, Rhonda Green, Shirley Aronson, and Hugo Raul Benitez. And if there's a name that I haven't mentioned, you're saying Kaddish, you're in a period of mourning, you have yortzeit, I'll ask you to please rise and mention those names, and please remain standing as we're going to join together for Kaddish in a moment. Zecher Tzadik Livracha. May the memory of all the righteous in our lives be a blessing as we rise and recite with one voice words of Kaddish, page 294. Yit Gadal v'yit Gadash Shemei Rabbah Yalma Divrach Urtei Yamlech Malchutei B'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael Bagala v'zman kariv yimru Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Olamei Amaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shmei Kudshah B'rechu Le'elam Mikol Birchata V'shrata Tush B'chata V'nechamata Dami Ram Yalma V'yimru Amen Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen Osei Shalom B'mroma Hu Ya'asei Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen. May the source of peace grant peace to all of you who mourn, comfort all who are bereaved, and send healing to all who are saddened, as together we say, Amen. Please be seated. I'd like to invite up a member of our board, Allison Greenfield, to bring greetings on behalf of the congregation and to wish all of you once again Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So one of our responsibilities as board members is to sign up to give announcements at Friday night services. And it goes around at all the services. You never really know which one you're signing up for. But I hit the jackpot of Friday night services to sign up for because there's so much good stuff going on at the same time. So, first of all, Mazel Tov to Sarah and Adam Kaplan and to Mazal Golan, who's not only the most beautiful little baby, but has such an amazingly beautiful, meaningful name. I don't even know that I know a name of any other child that has more meaning, so Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov to the second and third graders. I have one, Hunter. And to all of the other second and third graders who are here. You guys did a wonderful job tonight. I particularly loved the dance moves, so thank you. They were really great. So I have the pleasure of doing the announcements, and there's some really good ones to talk about tonight. So the first one, these are all on your program, by the way. So the first one is Shabbat morning at TBS, Saturday mornings from 8:25 to 9:15. Avodat Halev, meditation of the heart. Interested in building or supporting your meditation practice? Join Temple Beth Shalom's Jewish meditation group in the boardroom. No prior experience necessary. Followed by Saturday morning Torah study at 9:30, followed by Shabbat Minyan service at 10:30 in the chapel. And now the really good one. Tomorrow night, if you don't have your tickets yet, for Shalom Fest, honoring Mark Baranek, you are missing out. I think there's at least 500 people at this point, if not more than 500 people at this point. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And the reason why there's so many people is because of who we're celebrating. And I'm so excited, and it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait. So that's the number one amazing thing. The second amazing thing that I get to talk about is on Sunday, February 10th, Mitzvah Day, which I am co-chairing along with my friend Karen Musafi. There are going to be nearly 40 different projects across Miami Beach in the Miami community, where all day long on Sunday we'll be out in the community volunteering with different projects, everything from environmental cleanups to going to the Miami Jewish Home for the Aged to decorating cupcakes and bringing them to Chapman Partnership. And we've got almost 500 volunteers at this point. We want to make it way more than that. So I have a very captive audience. If you haven't signed up for a project yet, please go online, tbsmb.org/mitzvah day, and sign up for a project. And then come back to the synagogue at 2 o'clock and participate in the soup competition, where not only do you get to eat great soup, but you get to see lots of great people back at the synagogue and have ice cream from the freeze. Okay, I'm done. Monday, February 11th, at 7 o'clock, the Neil Simon Retrospective, Brighton Beach Memoirs. Questions? Contact Mark Baranek. But not tomorrow. Wait until after tomorrow. And then finally, Wednesday, February 13th at 9 a.m., Sacred Conversations with Rabbi Pomerantz. Parents, mark your calendars early for Rabbi Pomerantz's next sacred conversation on difficult conversations. No RSVPs required. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Allison. So I'm going to ask our second and third graders to come back up to the bima, please. And as they come up, I want to thank their teacher, Jessica and Mason, who helped to prepare them for this special Shabbat. So thank you to their teachers. We also want to thank our school director, Barb Szymanski, and our TBSIS director, Margie Zeskin. Okay. Are you ready?
Aleph, bet, vet. Gimel, dalet, hey. Vav, zayin, chet, tet. Yud, kaf, chaf. Lamed, mem, nun. Samech, ayin, pei, fei. Tzadik, kuf, resh. Shin, sin, tav. You know, you guys think that they all know it as well as you do? No. You know what? Let's see if they can lead all of you. Sound good? Let's try that. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and Aleph, bet, vet.
Aleph, bet, vet.
Gimel, dalet, hey.
Gimel, dalet, hey.
Vav, zayin, chet, tet.
Vav, zayin, chet, tet.
Yud, kaf, chaf. Lamed, mem, nun.
Lamed, mem, nun.
Samech, ayin, pei, fei.
Samech, ayin, pei, fei.
Tzadik, kuf, resh.
Tzadik, kuf, resh.
Shin, sin, tav.
So boys and girls, I'm going to share a story with you because all of those letters form prayers. They're the Hebrew letters, and Hebrew is considered to be our sacred language, and those are the letters that fill our sidurs. Tonight we are having our very first Siddur presentation, where our second and third grade parents are going to bless their children with the gift of a Siddur. But before they come up and do that, I want to say something to you, a story about a Siddur. This is a true story. Are you ready? Once upon a time, there was a rabbi who was flying to Israel.
What?
On an airplane.
What year?
On an airplane.
What year?
And
What kind of flight?
his flight had stopped in Germany, where he had to change planes. Have any of you ever done that? You have to change planes? Yeah. Okay, so while he was there in Germany, changing planes, it was time for afternoon prayers. So he went to get out his Siddur, and he opened up his bag, and his Siddur wasn't in it. So then he looked under his coat, and his Siddur wasn't there. And he asked the flight attendants if he could go back on the plane. And he went back on the plane. And he looked under his seat. And he looked in the overhead compartment. And he searched everywhere. But he couldn't find his Siddur. So he decided he knew the prayers enough by heart that he would stand in the airport and recite his prayers. So there he was, facing east toward Jerusalem, saying his prayers, when all of a sudden he reached a point in the service where there were additional special prayers for that day, and he couldn't remember them. And just as he was thinking, what am I going to do? I can't remember his prayers. He got a tap on his shoulder. Somebody came up behind him and said, "Sir, we just found this book, and we're not sure what it is, but you look like somebody to whom it might belong." So the rabbi opened the book. It was not his Siddur. He opened it up, and inside was the name of Eliyahu Kalman Estrin. You know who that was? No. It was his neighbor. The week before, His neighbor had gone on the exact same trip as him and had stopped in Germany and had lost his siddur. And the siddur was going to make its way back to him through this rabbi. So I share this story with you, boys and girls, today because this man found that at the exact moment he needed his prayers, they were there for him. And my hope and prayer for you is that you will cherish your siddur and you will bring it with you where you go, and that you will carry the prayers with you in your head and in your heart as well. So now I'm going to ask our school directors to call up your parents to present you with your siddurs.
I think I get the pleasure of calling the first. Ariel Borer's parents, come on up.
Each of the parents was able to write a love note inside the siddur for their children. So they'll always have that.
Emma Fernandez, who I know just stepped out for a second, and Zachary Fernandez.
And I'll ask the parents to please stay up here.
Hunter Greenfield.
Sydney Kane. I'll make sure I'm not blocking you.
Ari Kleiner.
Paul Coolwine.
Josephine Lewis.
Allegra Orlovsky.
Andrea Bizzorni.
Joseph Eli Sack.
Where did he go? He's hiding.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy Samick.
Samantha Spodak.
And Sarah Steen.
Emmett.
Yep, sorry, we missed his name on the list somehow. So, Emmett Sheldon. Sorry about that, bud.
Wow, I think we can give them a hand. And now I'll ask you all to put your hands on your children's kepis or shoulders or somewhere, and you get to bless them with the words of the ancient priests, so you can repeat these words after me. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha. Panav v'yichunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha. V'yasem lacha shalom. And you can give them a big kiss and tell them how much you love them. And we're all going to sing Shehechianu for our very first Siddur presentation and our very first Siddurim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
And boys and girls, we want to remind you that these are now your Siddurs, not only to keep in your room, but to bring with you when you come to Tefillah, to Shabbat school or J-Lab on Saturdays. So bring them with you. Make sure you have your name in them, okay? We're going to conclude our service with our closing song, a prayer for peace and wholeness. Oh, say shalom. Let's rise and put our arms around each other.
Oh, say shalom b'broma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom b'broma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla 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 la 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 la, yalla la
Once again, we thank our teachers, Mason and Jessica. The second and third grade dinner is in the Welcome Center. The oneg is in the Welcome Center. Shabbat Shalom to all of you.
His name is Charles.
So awesome. You guys all did so great.
Hi, good Shabbos. How are you?
You're terrific.
Oh, thank you. How are you?